Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make this lip gloss display stand.
Hey everyone, it's Corin, and you're watching EnKoreMakeup. Blend, blend, blend.
Hi, Corin. Stop using my lipstick.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So here are the materials you're going to need to make this project. I'm going to use this placemat, and this is actually like a table setting placemat that I found at Bed Bath & Beyond on the clearance section for 99 cents. And it's a corkboard back placemat, so it's hardboard, and you can pretty much like look around your house and see, you know, if there's anything that you don't like anymore, maybe you're going to throw away, that you can recycle. That's about this size, and for this one I really don't particularly care much about the design, but once I'm done with it, I'm sure I'm going to like it. Now you're also going to need a ruler. Okay, and today we're going to measure in centimeters in consideration for those of you guys who lives outside the US. We're going to measure in centimeters. You're also going to need a craft drill, or a regular drill is fine as long as you have a small drill bit. And this is a great opportunity for you guys to get your boyfriend, your fiance, your husband, your dad, or anybody you know that's a little bit more into woodworking and can handle a drill. A drill is really not that hard to operate, so I'm sure you can do this. You're also going to need scissors, just a pair of scissors. You're going to need a marker. I'm just going to use my blue Sharpie. And you're also going to need some elastic cords. Now for the elastic, you can use the 1/4 inch elastic braided, much like this, just an elastic band. Alright, and I suggest black because white gets dirty. Usually they come in just white or black, so I recommend black. Or you can also use these Stretch Magic like beading jewelry stretch cords for jewelry making, and they're durable and they're kind of like clear looking. Alright, and this one is the 1.8, yeah, it's 1.8 millimeter, and it's from Michaels. Alright, so let's begin. So I'm going to start with my placemat, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the dimension. Alright, so basically you measure the length, and this is about 40. This is 40 centimeters, and then you're going to measure the width, and the width is 30 centimeters, okay? And because I want the lip products to kind of like go this way, what is that? Vertically. Vertically, yes, vertically. I'm going to concentrate on the width of this. So this is 30, and I want 3 rows. So there's going to be 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. So there's going to be 3 rows. So I'm going to divide it by 3. So it's going to be 10 centimeters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my marking pen and mark the 10 and the 20 centimeters. Alright, right there. So now I know that there's a marking for the first row. This is going to be the second row. That's going to be the third row. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and all I'm going to do is basically line with my ruler and mark it with my pen. Okay, so I already have my marking right here as I divide it in 3 because there are going to be 3 rows. And now what I'm going to need to do is for each of these rows, I'm going to determine where the center is for each row, and I'm going to mark that with my ruler. So just place your ruler right in the center of each of those rows. Alright, and what you're going to want to do, which I did over here, is like I took a centimeter. I'm going to place my 0 right on the edge. There you go. What I did is like at 1 centimeter I marked my first dot. Alright, so that gives me a 1 centimeter allowance from the edge, alright, to there. And then what you're going to need to do is you're going to mark 2 centimeters, alright, and then after that 2 centimeters you're going to mark 1/2 centimeter. Alright, so you should have 2 centimeters, half centimeters, and then repeat. You have 2 centimeters and then half centimeters, 2 centimeters, half centimeters, so on and so forth until you get to the end. Alright, and then that's what I did right here, so I have my marks right there. And then the next thing you're going to need to do is drill those markings, alright, and which is what I have here. Okay, so there's my 1 centimeter allowance, alright, and then there's 2 centimeters, half centimeters, 2 centimeters, half centimeter, alright, and so on and so forth. Okay, so all the way across the row. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do to the rest of these 2 rows, and I'll be back. Okay, so I just finished drilling all the holes, okay, right in the rows right here, and it took about 4 minutes for the 2 rows, so that probably add another 2 minutes, another probably 1 minute if you're doing them all together, so probably it'll take about 5 minutes tops to drill all the holes, okay. So now that's all drilled, I'm ready to use my elastic cords. Okay, so this is going to be the front, alright, and right here is where I measured 1 centimeter from the edge, okay, so that first hole right there is 1 centimeter, and then there's the 2 centimeter, half centimeter, 2 centimeters. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to start from the back, and basically I'm just going to weave my cord, alright, right through the hole. So making sure that each of the 2 centimeters have a cord, you know, running across it. Alright, because that's what's going to hold the lip gloss or lipstick, whichever the case may be. And you're just going to weave through that until you get to the end. Okay, now when you get to the end right here, you're going to need to create double knots right here. But with this kind of elastic band, that's going to come off. So what you're going to need to do is melt that. Melt the knot a little bit using a lighter. Okay. And when the rubber or plastic part melts together, it's going to lock it in, so it's not going to slip out. Okay, so there you have it. I melted it a little bit, so that way it's not coming undone, the knot. It's not coming undone. Now you have all these extra material at the other end, so don't cut this part yet, okay? What you're going to need to do is make sure that you have enough room and not a lot of tension in these bands right here in the front, okay? So what you can do is you can either take your lip gloss or lipstick and insert it in there and then go by that. Or what you can do is use a brush handle and just kind of use that as a guide, insert that in there, and then make the adjustment, alright, by pulling, and then take that out and just kind of eyeball that and see, you know, how much you really need. So if I do it like this, see, alright, that's how much I need for each of these loops so that it'll fit the lip gloss or lipsticks without it getting too tight. Alright, so I'm going to allow that much of the cord for this. I'm just going to adjust it and then go from there. Okay, as you can see, I already adjusted. Alright, and they're all pretty much the same size of loops. Alright, and then what I did at the end, once again, I double knotted and then melted it a little bit using a lighter, so that way it melts together and the knot doesn't come undone. Alright, doesn't go undone. Okay, so as you can see, I already finished weaving the elastic cord in all 3 rows, and the next thing you're going to need to do is simply fill this in with your lip glosses or lipsticks. Okay, so just cradles much like that, so the band hugs it nice and snug. Alright, if you have lipstick, it'll do the same thing. Alright, and then just fill it in at this point with whatever you want to do with it. Arrange your lip glosses by color, okay? Or you can do lip gloss, lipstick, whatever. Alright, so leave that to you. And I'm just going to fill this in. I'll be back. Okay, so here it is all filled in with glosses and everything. It's going to be so awesome. Now you can add to this, you can put a kind of like a ribbon up here and hang it to a wall if you'd like. Or I would also recommend getting a photo holder, you know, like a frame holder like this, and then just set that in the back and set it on the countertop, and it's going to stand up much like an artwork on an easel. Okay, and one more thing is, like, if you have a lot of lip glosses and you're going to need to make more than one of these, that's fine. You know, you can make 3, 4, or 5. And one thing that's great is that you can stack them up. As long as they're the same size tubes, they're going to stack up nicely. Alright? So, there you go. So hopefully this is going to be helpful for you guys. And thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.